Hey, welcome back, students. In this video, I want to go ahead and show you how to calculate or convert from Fahrenheit into degrees Kelvin. And so I've got a sample problem that I've got here for you. We're essentially going to take 22 degrees Fahrenheit and we're going to go ahead and convert this over to Kelvin. Now, whenever you try to convert, the one thing that you do need to know is that we do need to take a couple of steps here. We do first need to take this degrees Fahrenheit, convert this into degrees Celsius, and then we're going to convert it over to Kelvin. And so there is a general equation that we're going to use, and so that equation is the following. So that equation is the following here. I'm going to go ahead and write this at the very top here. And so that equation here is going to be degrees Fahrenheit is equal to the degrees Celsius times 9/5 plus 32. Now keep in mind that you are going to have to derive this, so in some of the problems you'll encounter in class, we're definitely not going to provide the Celsius equation, so you'll need to go ahead and derive this for yourself. And so first step that you'll do here is you want to go ahead and take 32 and subtract it from both sides. And so on the right hand side, that's going to cancel, and if we rewrite this here, I'm going to separate my steps by blue lines. By including a blue line here, then I'll have degrees Fahrenheit minus the 32, and this is going to be equal to degrees Celsius times 9 divided by 5. And so in order for me to take care of the Celsius and isolate it by itself, what I do need to do now is I need to go ahead and multiply by the inverse of 9/5, so that would be 5/9 on both sides. What this allows us to do then, it allows us to cancel the 5s and the 9s. Essentially all of this becomes a 1. And so let me just write that down. All of this becomes 1. It's going to be multiplied times the degrees Celsius here. And obviously here will be degrees Fahrenheit minus the 32. And so if we set this out as another step here, what you'll see is that the degrees Celsius times 1 is essentially going to be degrees Celsius. And over here on the right-hand side, what we need to do is make sure we have here 5 divided by 9 when we do this calculation there on this side. And so overall, though, what we'll need to do then is clear this up, go ahead and make the final substitution into the problem here, since we already know that degrees Fahrenheit is 22 degrees. So what we'll do here is we're just going to rewrite this equation. And let me go ahead and do this here. 5 divided by 9 is going to be multiplied by 22 minus the 32, and this will be equal to your degrees Celsius. So if you go ahead and do this, I'm going to go ahead and move the work up here to the top because I'm running out of space here at the bottom. And let's take care of it. I'm going to go ahead and take care of the 22 minus the 32 first. And so we'll have 5 divided by 9. But now inside the parentheses in green here, we're going to wind up getting a slightly different number. You're going to wind up getting here a minus 10. And this is all equal again to degrees Celsius. So when you go through the process here, you go ahead and multiply. Obviously, you want to put a little 1 here. And what you'll wind up doing here is you're going to multiply across. So you can either go 5 divided by 9 and then multiply that by 10. Or what you're going to do is you're going to essentially go 5 times 10 divided by 9. The choice is really yours. But at the end, what we're going to do is we're going to multiply across. And so what we'll do here is multiply by 5, divide that by 9. And so the final number here in this section over here on the right-hand side, or in the left-hand side, all of this should be equal to negative 5.55 repeating. I think it repeats about 6 digits and then there's a 6. So we'll just leave it like this for now. Now, this is not the final answer for us. This is only the temperature in Celsius. So if we were looking for the Celsius conversion, we would stop here. But in order for us to keep going, what we would need to do now is take one step. And that would mean that we would take this degrees Celsius and we're going to add 273 to it. So what we'll do here is we're going to add 273 to the left-hand side. And when we do that, that should give us our Kelvin value. And so we'll add 273. And that gives us an answer of 267.4. If you want to go round that off to 3 sig figs for temperatures, in this case, we should technically report this to 2 sig figs since that's how much was given to us initially. But this is your final answer here. And if you want to be proper, the other answer you could give here is 270K if you're using for 2 sig fig answer. So I'll make sure I note that there. But the final answers here at the bottom is what you would report. So hopefully that was helpful for you. If you have any questions, But keep watching, keep learning, and if you haven't already done so, click the subscribe button, and we'll talk to you soon in the next video.